Good evening. The time is 6:01 p.m. on Monday, September 29th. We will be starting the meeting with an executive session. I look for a motion to enter into an executive session under 1 MRSA 4056E.
Make a motion, we go into executive session.
Second.
Motion to second. All those in favor? We are in executive session. Good evening. The time is 6:46. We are out of executive session. We will reconvene at 7 p.m. for our normal select board meeting. Good evening. The time is 7 p.m. And we will start our normal select board meeting. Please join me in the flag salute.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I look for a motion to accept the warrants.
Make a motion to accept the warrants.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? All right. Announcements. The planning board will conduct a site walk Wednesday, October 1st at 6 p.m. at map 25, lots 5 and 6 on Emery Corner Road called Emery Corner Estates for owner FR Carroll Inc. A public hearing will be held following the site walk at 7 p.m. in the municipal building in the media room. The revitalization committee will meet at the municipal building in the basement community room at 6 p.m. on Thursday, October 2nd. The budget committee will meet on Thursday, October 2nd at 7 p.m. in the media room. The town clerk and tax collector's office will be closed on Fridays until will be closed on Friday, October 23rd or October 3rd. Whoa. The select board will hold a public hearing on Monday, October 6th at 7 p.m. to adopt the general assistance appendices to be filed with the state of Maine in the media room. The appendices are available to view with the select board admin. The next select board meeting will be on Monday, October 6th at 7 p.m. The research committee will host Brad Goulet from Love Your Brain to come and speak to the public on Tuesday, October 7th at 7 p.m. at the Bricktown Hall. This is open to the public. All are welcome. The town clerk and tax collector will reopen on Fridays starting on October 10th, but will close at noon for the remainder of the year. The select board is looking for members to join a comprehensive committee. If interested, please contact Alicia at 793-4475 or selectboardadmin@limerickme.org. The select board will hold a public hearing on Monday, November 3rd at 7 p.m. for the property of 3 Division Road. The public is urged to attend. There will be a flu clinic on Tuesday, November 18th here at the municipal building in the media room from 10 to 3 p.m. with a lunch break from 12 to 1. The forms are available at the municipal building ahead of time and on the town's website. As part of the hearing, a citizens policy, no personal attacks on any individual or firm, including town employees, town officials, or members of the public will be tolerated during any meetings. Please direct concerns about individual employees or town officials to the chairman of the Board of Select Persons outside the public meeting. And please stay current on town information by visiting www.limerickme.org. All right, we'll move on to department reports. I have Stan Hackett, Code Enforcement.
Stan Hackett, Code Enforcement. For building permits, so far year-to-date, we've issued for single-family homes 39. Total year-to-date, it's 133. This month, we've issued 16 permits. 5 of those were single-family homes. This month, we did $14,061.60. Business licensing, which is your cannabis, is $3,000. Minus your plumbing fees that the state gets, we came to $15,529 for the month. Year-to-date, we did building permits are $119,343.01. Business licenses, $17,833.31. And again, the business licensing is cannabis, it's all cannabis. $4,700 of that was the state plumbing fees that they get. And we had one variance for a subsurface system, which we collected a total of $132,543.82. Last year, the total year for 12 months, we issued 46 permits altogether. So 46 single-family homes there. So that is it. With code enforcement, we've had a lot of activity. Some of you may already be aware, but we have another active property on Lombard Hill Road. That transpired this morning, but it's been an ongoing issue. So I will update. I spent another hour on the phone with the state police this afternoon. So I'll update the select board with what they found and what our options are as far as what we can do over there at this point, which is minimal. Just if there's any responses over there, be careful. Moving on to 3 Division Road, which has been an ongoing thing. The town is currently serving all of the parties of interest. One of them is the girlfriend of the owner who is in the hospital. She does get mail there, so she is a party of interest and is a tenant at will. There is not supposed to be anybody sleeping there at night. The occupancy's been pulled, and there's obvious reasons why. We do know that she is there. I spoke to another trooper this afternoon in regards to that. They are willing to do a no trespass warning at this point, but again, because it's only occupancy's been revoked, they do have a right to clean the properties and go in, but not at night. So we're trying to minimize the activity at night. I did get a picture of one of the vehicles. We're running that through Homeland Security now, one of my other resources, and we will track that down if it's out of state. So we will be able to find out where these people are coming from. Actively this past weekend, the select board authorized me, along with the permission of the owner, to have CIA Salvage go in and remove all of the trash that was on the ground. This is just the outside of the building, so we had 6,480 pounds of trash that came off that property. This is not including the house. This is not including what's in the trailer or in the camper that's in the portable carport. On November 3rd, I encourage anybody and everybody to come out that has any experience of those properties, of that property and the activity, because the board needs to make a decision on whether it's a dangerous nuisance property, and they can appropriately make that decision. And if so, that will authorize the town, after we issue notice again, with the worst case scenario is to demolish the property and remove all the debris. So that would be the worst case scenario. What I think is probably going to happen is what happened in Leamington is the mortgage company, and there are 2 that are involved with this, will probably step up to the plate and secure the property very quickly. They don't want to lose their interest. If they deem the property is not occupiable, they will probably remove the building themselves. But again, if they don't, the town will have the option to do it. We've had DEP received 2 complaints over the weekend regarding this property, and I'm assuming probably Friday afternoon. I did respond to them and gave them the pictures and what we were doing. There is nothing that they can do at this point, but they're there if I need advice. So, but that's what I have so far. Have I missed anything on 3 Division that anybody's got questions on? I will say the homeowner did say he's going to pay for all of the costs to have that trash removed. So when I have that on a recording, financially, I don't think he's well off either, but again, he said he would this coming Friday. So
He said he would pay it this Friday?
he would pay this Friday. And originally, we were quoted $600. There was a lot more debris there than CIA anticipated. So he asked for $1,000. Joe did agree to pay the $1,000. So I know he had several other quotes that were way above that. A property down the road on the pond set, that was $14,000 to clean that property. So I think he got a good deal. Yeah.
We've done everything we can legally, correct?
At this point, what we're doing is, I know 2 of the people of interest have been served. We've got 2 others, which are the mortgage companies. Once they're served, we will have the public hearing November 3rd, and we did put it out there so that it will allow the sheriff's departments to locate these people and to serve them. So,
Is Mellons able to pick up anything that she's putting out there as of now, or no?
they could, my recommendation at this point is there's no need to pick up anything, because anything that comes out of that house is probably subjective to
Okay.
the same issue of what's inside the house. They cannot deliver to our transfer station because of the hazards involved. So
I just feel like it's
Joe
another
is
whole
aware that
month.
if they do accumulate any more, which I doubt they will, since August 6th, when we started giving notices, they were supposed to be cleaning the property, and it has progressively gotten worse. The activity has gotten worse. I know everybody's frustrated, so am I. We get the phone calls at night or on the weekends. The state police, they'll do anything that they can, but at this point, obviously, their hands are limited on what they're able to do until we can get them served and the town makes a decision as to what we want to do with the property. So, but I would advise nobody picking up any trash there.
All right. Are there any other questions?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next, I have Cindy Smith, library.
Hi, Cindy Smith, Library. So we have a new Artist of the Month, and that is Joni Frajour. We have her oil paintings hung on the wall. She also has a collection of Kachina dolls. These are Native American dolls, and those are in the display case. We've had a chess program on the second Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. It has not been very well attended, so I'm hoping by advertising it here tonight that we'll get some more people to stop in and play chess. I'll put the sign out tomorrow on the front lawn. And we have our other programs, book discussions, story time. We've added an extra story time Wednesdays at 10, so now we do story time for preschoolers Tuesday and Wednesday, both at 10 a.m. Is it okay if I talk about the cemetery again? Okay. So we have in the Hillside Cemetery donation fund, $269.57 left, because we got the original $5,000, and then we got some more donations. And my other question was about the CDs. I know there's the Durrell money that we talked about before. Then there's another Hillside Cemetery, that's $2,000. That's another CD, and another CD, Hillside Cemetery Association, $6,312.90. So, and we had talked about that for 2026 budget, more money would be put in. But if this money can be spent towards repairing some of the headstones, it doesn't make sense to raise more money.
I don't think you can use the Durrell money, 'cause
Can't-
that's in a trust.
That's specific.
And
so-
I actually asked, checking around today, and can't find the paperwork, but I'm almost positive that's in the registry, and I'll go down and see if I can find anything down there, but I understand it's maybe in a box in the basement here. Well, good luck.
We've looked, yeah.
Not there?
I don't see it
I
there.
didn't find anything on it here.
And I think behind the treasurer's, in that closet,
Yeah.
people
We've
have
all
looked in
I was-
there,
I was
and,
amazed the banks don't have it, even, a copy of it.
yeah.
And they're managing the money. Doesn't make any sense to me.
So now you go to the registry,
I think the
registry of
registry,
deeds?
that's the last place I'd look.
Oh. So I sent Alicia some links today about what to do about donations of that sort. And maybe you guys can look at that.
I know, I'll forward it. Libras brought it up.
Is there opportunity to get any more done this year if we use the other CD money?
If we can, that's
If
what we
we
were
can,
discussing,
yeah.
yes.
Why can't we use the other two?
Do you know for sure that we can, or is it something we should just pass by our lawyer in an email, make sure, or?
If we found the paperwork on them, then we.
I think that's where we're at, we just,
Well, we don't know, where the money, it's designated for the cemeteries.
yeah,
How can, if we use it at the cemeteries, how can we go wrong? I mean, quite frankly,
famous last words.
I mean,
A lot of that's just for just mowing of plots, that's all. And I'm
Then-
pretty sure that's what the drought, because I looked at that years ago, and that was specifically for her lot.
I get that one is, but what about the others?
I don't know.
I think the other two are the two in question that we,
Well, if you can
because
figure that
certainly
out.
if we can, that would,
Well,
That would-
either we agree to spend it or send the money to the Secretary of State's office as unclaimed, because what are we gonna do, just keep clogging up our books with
yeah?
these three accounts that we have no idea what we can do for?
The one that, the drought account, it gets, comes through the bank down here, and they don't have any copies of it. But the other ones, the other accounts, I don't know what banks they're at, because a lot of those are just interest-bearing accounts.
Well, they're in this, what do you mean, they're in partners, the accounts?
Not all, well,
The-
yeah, but I'm
when
talking
we
about the original paperwork on them, John, because they're all specified. They don't just give and say you can use it any way you want. Most of those are usually specified for mowing or whatever.
So I guess I would hope that you guys could figure that out. I don't want to try and spend the money this year if, we
No,
shouldn't be
unless we
doing
know for
that.
sure.
And so I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Thanks.
One,
I just-
we do have bids
I just
coming in
emailed
for
you some
the
stuff too,
two
John.
trees up there. I've met with all the contractors, so.
Thank you.
Is anybody, it should be on record with Judy, with the town clerk. All those things should be on record with Judy.
We can certainly check. I mean, have we checked?
I'm not gonna say that, I thought that we had, but I don't, I just said that on air, so. I'll be taking it back. I'm not 100% sure. I thought that they had, because we've all scanned our offices and
I can check with Judy in the
so,
morning.
yeah. It can't
Thank you.
hurt to double check.
All right, that's all I have for department reports. We'll move on to old business. I did not see a legal bill. Is there any changes or updates to the return to work policy? I think I went over it, it looked good to me.
I think it's.
I looked at it, I didn't see any issues.
All right, so we will,
I'll bring back new signatures.
municipal parking lot paving update, we have nothing new on that yet. The purchasing order policy, this was emailed out, and we have received 3 emails of concern.
Yeah, I had one other one that I printed right before.
Okay,
So you all have those, so I would take a look and the concerns and
address them, and
address them, or what you'd like to do.
Howard, have you had a chance to?
I've looked at a couple of them, but I haven't.
Okay,
But you all have copies.
yep. Bum, bum, bum. Nothing new on Deep Vale. Bernie, is there any update on the fire station drain?
Oh, we're still working in Great Falls.
All right. Nothing new on the main model franchise update. We are waiting for 2 quotes to come back for the heat pumps. Mowing contracts for town properties. We'll want to finalize these the contract
We just want to put them together
for our budget
for
season.
budget season, so we know.
Budget season meeting, budget season, the first meeting is October 2nd at 7 PM in this room. And plow contract update. So we have received 2 bids. I'll hand one way, one the other way.
get the other one down there?
John has it.
John's having, yeah.
I think you took the bid sheet out of that one.
What?
I don't think you took the bid sheet out.
There's nothing there. What's this on the end?
It's gotta be on, yeah, that one. Back up, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we have a bid from Richardson Trucking for snow season for 2025 to 2026, $399,500. And we have a bid from Bridges Trucking LLC for snow season 2025 to 2026, $400,000. Does the board have a motion?
I make a motion, we award the 2025-2026 snow removal, salting, and sanding for town roads to Bridges Trucking.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right. Any further discussion?
We both did.
Okay.
All those in favor? Opposed? All right. So for Bridges Trucking. Do you still, I just want to keep that
I
envelope.
got it.
All right, thank you for that. Next on here, we have discussion of the fire chief position. Is there any discussion on that from the board?
I make a motion, we enter into a contract with Jared Welch to become the next fire chief of the town of Limerick, pending negotiation and contract approval.
I will second that motion.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? And I am abstaining. So 2 in favor.
Passes.
It passes. That is all I have for old business. For new business, we need to set a public hearing for the Town Hill Grill. We could set one, or the board could choose just to sign this, since we've had no issues or complaints.
I make a motion, we approve the liquor license for Town Hill Grill.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor? All right, so we will sign that after the meeting.
That was for just signing it, right? No public hearing, right?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
With that, I open it to hearing of citizens.
Where do we have this?
That Stan turned it in, so this one you got to
Oh,
review.
okay.
Good evening, Sean Mackey, 11 Division. First of all, I'd just like to thank you folks for your quick action of getting the almost 6,500 pounds of trash off my neighbor's yard, making it safe for the neighborhood kids. I know Chad and myself really appreciate that with all of our kids. Just making you guys aware, she is residing in the camper. She is not leaving the property at night. Had state police come out on Friday night. She went next door to the house. As soon as the state police left, she came back over. When CIA came Saturday morning, she came running out of the camper, hollering at them why they were there to get that trash. Just making you folks aware of that. State police guy told me that the email that I got wasn't worth a bag of beans, you know, basically telling me you guys are blowing smoke up my ass, that they can't do nothing on making her leave. You know, Stan said earlier you could do a trespass thing. I don't know if that's something different than he worked out today with the state police, but as of Friday, they wouldn't do anything. And just to make you aware too, she is presently removing trash from the house, putting it back in the yard. So we removed 6,500 pounds of trash on Saturday, and now we're accumulating trash back in the yard come Monday. And I know it's a tough situation for you folks, but I really appreciate what you're doing. Stressful on my point. I mean, I've lived beside that place for 19 years. I've had enough. You know, comes a point when firearms are being fired in the house, they're shooting at each other when they're all hopped up and drugs coming in and out. But no, again, thank you for the quick action, getting CIA out there to clean that up. And, thank you very much.
Thank you.
How come Lake Arrowhead isn't responsible at all? Okay.
Is there any other hearing of citizens? I'm seeing none. I look for a motion to adjourn.
Hold on.
Oh, all right.
I want to talk about the pickleball courts down at the ball field. So we sent out emails to 3 to 4 different fence companies and did not hear back from any of them. However, somebody watching online did provide a quote for the fence. The quote we have for the fence is $9,872.56. The 2 nets would be $1,100. The paint would be $3,750 and $2,500 to stripe it. So $17,350 total. I'd like to see the fence get done this year and the nets purchased, and then let it go through the winter and paint it and stripe it next year. The rec department has more than enough money to cover this year's, and they could put the 2 pieces for next year in next year's budget. Anybody drive by Friendship Park? They got new pickleball courts down there. They're used constantly. It's the most popular sport going for any age, any ability. So I think people would get use of it. I think the slab down there on the ball field, which has been put in for many different reasons and never really been put to use, is still in great shape. It's not heaved, it's not cracked. When they put it in, they saw cut it. It's at least a foot thick on the outside edge, so it's, like I said, still in really good shape and is usable for this endeavor.
Well done.
I'm done.
I have some concerns about spending the money down there. I was looking at our accounts today, and we've got a bad situation up in that cemetery, those 2 big trees. It's going to take some funds on that. And before we spend money down in the park, that can wait till next year. But those trees can't wait till next year.
Well, you can't use this money to cut trees.
We can reallocate it,
No, you can't, because you've already committed for the year.
but we can get a special town meeting to reallocate it. We've got a bad situation there. If that goes through this winter, we could be taking out a lot of headstones, which is gonna cost a few $1,000s, which there's no need for.
Well, we got money in the bank for that, and for some reason, we're afraid to spend cemetery money on cemeteries. So
We
I
gotta
don't
make
quite
sure it's
grasp.
legal.
What? Well, take the Durrell piece out of it. Use the other piece. Use the other money. It's cemetery donation accounts. There's 2 of them.
If we can see what if there's any stipulations on it. If there's no stipulations, I don't have a problem with it. But I don't want to see us spending that money and then find out that, oops, we made a mistake. It's
Well,
kinda,
So if you can put this funding off till next year, if, oops, we made a mistake, we'll give the people that, what are they gonna do? Come up out of the ground and ask for their money? I mean,
Now that's-
realistically, I
that's-
know.
come on.
What do you mean, come on? You know nothing about that money. Who's gonna come and ask for it back?
all
Who's
I'm
gonna
saying,
ask for
I'm
it?
saying we have a problem there, but we don't have a problem down there on the pickleball court right now. That can wait. We have,
Well, we
we've
do
got
have
we've got a bad situation up there that could go really bad.
If we're gonna hold a special town meeting, why can't we take that money out of the capital improvement account and take care of the trees?
You can take it anywhere you want.
Gail?
I mean, the rec department was given, budgeted $44,000 this year. It's embarrassing to say they've spent $11,000. They're doing nothing for the people. We do bare minimum for the kids, and we give nothing back from a recreational standpoint to the people. So, it's,
Howard, does anybody have an expense report, or do you have any numbers in front of you? Isn't there money in the Brick Town Hall? You just took money out of it. Isn't there more? Isn't there other monies available that you're not going to spend in the next 3 months that you can do both?
well, I'm sure if we could get an accurate report.
Well,
I'd like to think there is-
I think the 2025 reports are much more accurate, from what I've seen, than the
What's
2024.
expense report?
Expense report.
I don't know the last time we've been emailed one as a board, so I couldn't tell you.
This is as of
Why can't we get
26th.
reports?
Howard's the only one that gets them,
Why can't we post them on the internet?
because they don't get emailed to the rest of us.
How can we get
Howard
reports?
gets them, he's the only one.
You have to ask for them, John.
What?
I keep telling you that.
You don't, state law, we don't have to ask.
Well,
I-
I
okay.
ask because I want to know what I'm
Gentlemen.
We don't have
spending.
to ask.
Gentlemen, I've asked for them to post on the Budget Committee. I was hoping to get them before Thursday. Am I out of line asking for those because we post them on the budget?
They're public record, you can ask for them.
But somebody has to run them. Okay, and our treasurer, I think, is probably busy. And that audit alone would keep me busy 24/7. So maybe somebody else could run them for us, and we'll put them on the internet. Could Alicia have read-only access to the TRIO system? So she can run a report, and the selectmen can get their read-only.
Howard, when you
I
get
can
your expense reports, can you get 2 copies and give one to Gail?
I need a digital
I can have
copy.
Julie send you that
That would be
electronically
nice.
tomorrow.
I want 6 reports. She has her list. Thank you.
Okay. I didn't know she was ahead that request, so.
Thank you. Well, she's very busy today.
We got any money in the hazardous tree account?
I don't have a report in front of me, Howard.
Okay.
I'm trying to, I was looking for the,
Well, that's an account we set up for hazardous trees. I don't think we said it had to be on the road, right? I mean, if it's hazardous in the cemetery, it's the same thing.
How much is the tree work at the cemetery? Do we know?
Ricky, have we used any?
Has he told us yet?
Haven't heard the bid amounts.
the roads, I believe.
All right, what about the ones we had? We had it for the highway, but we also had some with Aaron. Yeah, but is it on the road? And we had one with Aaron, who was the tree warden. Was it 2 separate accounts? One account now, okay. All right. Howard, Ricky's saying we already used it, so.
We already used it? Okay. Yeah, because hazardous
Hazardous
trees.
trees. Yep. We're overdrawn.
Over 1,200. Bricktown Hall should be right here.
Do we have a bid
I just had
for
it.
bid amounts for the tree work up there?
I'm gonna have them supposedly by tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, so, okay.
And those, I don't dare venture a guess how much it's gonna cost, because they've got to bring a very large crane in to do it. The one that they had out here doing work said won't even come close to picking that up.
If that report is accurate, we budgeted 40+ thousand for budget, or for rec, and we've spent 11. I think we can spend the difference. I mean, why are we gonna, if it's gonna better the town?
There's a capital project for recreation, too. It had quite a bit of money, and did that get all spent?
They had a capital account for the playground.
That was
For the playground,
and
is
the
that what it was?
gazebo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you make that new motion?
I make a motion that we enter into a contract with Walter Rickard Jr. upon presentation of all the appropriate insurances to install as printed and proposed 6-foot chain link fence on the pad at the ball field to enclose 2 pickleball courts and to purchase 2 permanent nets and all the hardware for a total of no more than $1,200 to be installed.
I'll second that. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? All right, passes. Is there any other hearing of citizens? I'm seeing none. I look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
I'll second that. All those in favor? Thank you. I ain't staying here.